What is going on, guys? It's your boy Elion to the beats, bringing you an update video. Holla! No. What is up, guys? It's been a while since I've made this type of video. So the reason why I'm making this video is to let you guys know about a couple of important updates that is happening in my YouTube channel. There are a couple of important updates that I wanted you guys to know as my fans, and my supporters, and my family, my friends. So I decided to just make a video about it because just typing it out, people don't really like reading long texts, and you know, I can, in this way, it feels a little bit more personal, more intimate. You know what I mean? And if you don't like my face, then just read the description and yeah. So first off, I have a couple of updates regarding my album, Lullaby for the Spirits. Lolly, lolly, la. You probably have heard me talk about this or mention this title a couple of times in the past. Lullaby for the Spirits, it's an instrumental album consisting 13 tracks total. And it is a story filled with narrative music. Narrative music is just pretty much an instrumental music that is trying to tell a story, a specific story, without relying too much on the words. So I believe that we as people, as we live through our lives, we go through series of different seasons or seasonal changes. Now these seasonal changes can both be good or bad. Usually the way I see it, they're just pretty much big changes that's going to happen in your life, such as, you know, new job opportunities, or you moving to a new state, new country, you're meeting new people, new friends, or I don't know, your dog died and you decide to get a cat, or your cat died and you decide to get a bonsai tree, and then that bonsai tree dies because your dog decides to knock it over and pee all over it. And so my music typically resonates well with whatever season that I'm currently going through as I'm making songs. And this season particularly had a lot to do with human interactions and human relationships. Not just relationships in terms of romance, but also friendships, family members, and you know, stuff like that. I've learned what it means to really pursue someone for their heart. I've learned what it means to end relationships. I've learned what it means to recuperate from the brokenness from the past failed relationships, or I've learned what it means to, you know, end friendships even. And at the same time, I learned what it means to make new friendships. Sometimes even more complicated things like strengthening the old relationship that you thought it was gone. So this album talks just about that. Now the story the album is telling is specifically about romance between a boy and a girl. It is about abandonment. It is about dancing joyously, drowning in this flood of affections, and learning their mistakes, and learning what it means to be human. It's about understanding and embracing human fragility. Now what makes this album interesting and sticks out compared to my other previous releases, there are two parts to this album. Now one is titled Lullaby for the Spirits, and the other is titled Lullaby for the Spirits. Now these two different versions have the same track listings. The only things that are different are the cover page and also how each track sounds. One version will be released in America, while the other will only be released in Korea. The American release will be the story told from the perspective of a girl, whereas the Korean release will be the story told from the perspective of a boy. Now here comes the exciting part, the release date. The American version will be released on September 28th. That is next Thursday. Now it will be available on most major platforms such as Google Play, iTunes, Spotify, Bandcamp. So that will be Lullaby for the Spirits. Keep an eye out for it. Second update. After this release, I will be going on a hiatus. I want to expand my musical expression. Some of you guys may know that I've been kind of experimenting. I've been slowly coming out of my comfort zone of making instrumental music and start releasing rap songs. So you won't be seeing much of instrumental releases on this channel. However, you will be seeing more songs of me rapping. And I understand some of you guys have subscribed to my channel specifically looking for instrumental. I totally understand that, and you might be pretty upset or disgruntled about this new change. However, I dislike doing one thing over and over again for long periods of time. It gets very, very monotonous. So I want to write more. I want to write, I want to rap, I want to sing. Maybe not sing. Maybe not. So I would totally understand if you guys are not cool with this and choose to not support me. But if you do choose to support me regardless, you have my greatest gratitude. My greatest, my deepest, most sincerest appreciation. Thank you. Arigatou gozaimasu. Third is to tell you guys how grateful I am towards my Patreons. My patrons at Patreon. That's so confusing. So whether you are pledging $1 per video or $10 per video, what matters to me the most is the fact that you are doing something to support me financially. And no matter the size of your support is support. And you supporting me tells me that you believe in what I do and you want more from me, more contents, more music. And you guys have no idea like how thankful I am for that. So I am unemployed, and given that I am a full-time student, I spend most of my time in school, like 6 to 8 hours depending on the day. You know, you gotta do what you gotta do. You study and you do homework, and then after that, if I was employed, I would go to work. So if I was working, I wouldn't be able to find any time to do music. I make revenues from my album sales, I make revenues from, merchandise. But Patreon is the only way for me to receive consistent financial revenue. And so for you guys to be pledging $1 or even $2, to me, it's like I would never have thought there would be a day where I'll be, making music and actually getting paid for doing what I enjoy doing. Thank you so much for financially supporting me, but more so, thank you so much for believing in me and loving what I do, because I do love what I do. I do love what I do. Now the fourth update comes from Mr. Sam Ock, and you guys may know him from Good Fruit Company and Amp Movement. If you don't know him, check out his music. He'll be down in the description. He's a wonderful musician and I highly recommend it. In fact, he's the one who helped me get into music producing. So there you go. So what's going on is that content creators are actually struggling in terms of getting their words out, in terms of getting their news and their posts out on social media. Mainly because there's so much noise going on, from hundreds and hundreds of friends that we follow on Facebook that we don't even talk to. Let's be real, guys. If I were to post something on Facebook page, my fan page, and for me to ensure that you guys get to see what I posted, that post needs to have a lot of engagement at a certain small window frame of time. And engagement includes liking, commenting, and sharing. And once that small window of time passes and you haven't reached enough engagement, then Facebook will decide, okay, this post is not, it's not important enough. It's not good enough for everyone to see. It's not worth it. Sometimes they choose to block you from seeing that post. These are words from Sam Ock himself. In fact, Sam wrote an article about this whole shenanigan. And it's in the description. Please go check it out. All social media platforms have placed a cap to how many of a creator's followers can initially see the post. After that, creators must boost their post, aka pay money, to have their content seen by more, not even all, of their followers. This is the reason why you may have seen frequent content from larger labels and creators, while it seems like it's been forever since you've seen content from your favorite indie artists. I have like 1,700 followers on Facebook. When I post something, it only reaches to about 300 people. Paying boosts aren't cheap. They cost like 10s and 20s and 40s, and like Sam said, you don't even reach every single followers. So then what can you do to stay updated? Now you can choose to stay notified. So whenever I post something, you will receive a notification. And doing that will prevent you from missing out on any of my updates. This is same for my Instagram followers and also for my YouTube subscribers. Please consider doing that. It would help me out a lot, especially if you want to stay updated to my music. Alright guys, that's it pretty much. Those are my major updates that I wanted to let you guys know. Lullaby for the Spirit is coming out next week. I'll be going on hiatus to pursue my cooking. Just kidding. Going on hiatus to do more writing and rapping and other stuff, maybe singing, maybe not. His palms are spaghetti, knees weak, mom spaghetti. There's vomit on his spaghetti already, mom spaghetti. Special thank you to my patrons at Patreon. Again, please click that bell button to stay notified. So that's it for now. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. I will go through every single one of my comments. So yeah, thank you. God bless. One love. Peace.